With the Strait of Hormuz still closed, gas prices are continuing to rise. Minnesota's average this morning is $3.58 per gallon. A month ago, it was $3.11. Nationally this morning, the average is $4.11. And jet fuel is also up. The average summer airfare is up more than 17%. For those hoping to travel by air, I turn for some advice to Kyle Potter, the executive editor of the travel newsletter Thrifty Traveler. And Kyle Potter is joining us right now. Thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, of course. Happy to be here.
All right. A lot of people wondering about whether there are going to still be long lines at the airport because the shutdown is still going on. It hasn't been solved. They're getting some back pay, these TSA workers, but it's not clear what's going to happen in the future. What should people kind of plan for if they can plan at all?
I give this advice to travelers seemingly every day now. Hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. There's an important distinction between the executive order that President Trump took last weekend, issuing back pay for, up to 6 weeks worth of work for the TSA agents, all 50,000 of them across the country. But it doesn't guarantee pay going forward, right, which means it may only be a matter of time. I hope this isn't the case, but it may only be a matter of time before we start to see lines build again as, TSA workers miss perhaps another paycheck in another week or so. We just don't know yet. So I think everybody just needs to stay tuned.
Okay. One thing that was a mystery to me is why some airports were so bad and others were relatively okay, including MSP. Do you have any insight into that?
My best guess, and I want to preface this with it is a guess, is that this is just the regionality of different TSA workforces in action. That maybe, TSA workers here in Minneapolis, they may live closer to the airport than, the TSA agents who work at the Houston airport, where we saw lines of 4+ hours, or down in Atlanta where 2-hour waits were the norm. And then there's other things like, do you enjoy coming to work? Do you enjoy working for your manager? Those are the kinds of things that, in some cases can make the difference between TSA agents showing up or, calling out sick in droves.
I did hear from the union that the TSA workers here skew a little older, so that might be a factor. Summer fares have increased 17% since the war started. Your thoughts about that? Will they come down if the war ends very quickly, which the president is promising, or will they come down more slowly? Or will they just stay up?
It's impossible to say, in part because airfare is not a monolith. What people care about is not what the average airfare looks like. What they care about is the price of their flight from Minneapolis to Denver or to Phoenix or to Miami this summer. And, it's impossible to say whether those particular fares are going to stay where they are. Some will continue to go up in the weeks and months ahead. Some will surely come down. We're still seeing that play out today. I mean, this is what we do at Thrifty Traveler. We find flight deals. We are still finding flight deals, in some cases at prices lower than what we're accustomed to seeing even just a month or two ago.
Yeah, can you help us sort out the differences in these new kinds of economy versus basic economy and all the differences in fees? It's very confusing for a lot of people, including myself.
Airlines make this complicated on purpose. There's no question about it. The gist of it is that basic economy exists to kind of lure you in with the cheapest fare possible, especially so that airlines like Delta or American Airlines or United can compete with the likes of Sun Country or Spirit on the lowest base price. But then they hit you with a bunch of restrictions to try to convince you to pay even more for a standard economy fee. So, things like you can't change or cancel your flights. You have to pay extra to check a bag. In some cases, on some airlines, you can't even bring a carry-on bag on board, period. So it's just another way for airlines to charge more. And in addition to the higher fares on average, we're already starting to see airlines increase fees like things for baggage. So I think there's going to be more of that to come, especially the longer that, oil prices remain elevated.
Kyle Potter, as always, thank you so much. We really appreciate it.